My Gavanen Melonin, and well met indeed. I am Arachir Galaderathan, and welcome back to Warhammer 2 as we continue our campaign in Lustria to conquer this land in the name of France and the Empire. We are succeeding relatively well so far. We've got the Lizardmen very much on the back foot, and they've just made a catastrophic error by pulling their army out of range of us, which means we will get at least,
Captain of Scouts.
I think, they're just out of range. I'm not 100% yet on how the reinforcing things apply, but if they go and stand there, I think they will actually be in the circle, yes. So they will be part of the coming battle. So we are going to have to fight that army, and the garrison of Wolf's Hill, which is fortunately not that large. I think we've got this.
Ready yourselves.
You will note that the battle difficulty from the first episode, I set that at normal because, as I say, the AI gets plenty of cheats and they don't need cheating help.
To the fray.
And we're going to continue the siege.
Destroy.
I understand that the difficulty level in battles affects the units in more than just morale. So in Medieval 2, it's only morale. That's all that changes. But in this game, I understand that they get improved attack and defense stats as well. And so you get situations where a measly little rat man is as strong as your greatsword, for example, or even worse, your Reichsguard. And it's just not right, is it? It's just not on. And I hate cheats like that. If someone is wearing no armor and you shoot them in the head, they should go down. And I don't like it when you get bullet sponge type units. So I got the battle difficulty on normal. Right, we're up against three armies, as you can see. Ixtanarax, a bit of a mouthful. He's got some skirmishers, and cohort, and some spears, anti-large. You can hit those with swordmen. And we're up against Swarplot, which is also a silly name. And he's got some skirmishers and some cohort. Trash, if we were playing Med 2. And finally, we're up against Kale Kwano, who's particularly into veganism. And he is bringing some actual units of use, some Sauros warriors. I really want to say Saurus warriors, because I want to say... No, I do want to say Saurus, don't I? Because it's Sauron. Anyway, sorry, unrelated. More trash, skirmishers. There's nothing really of note, but we are massively outnumbered. It can't even put into words how outnumbered we're about to be. And the game thinks we're definitely going to lose. But in my experience... it doesn't often actually pan out that way, so we're going to damn well go for it. I've been able to win. A couple of times I've won heroic victories against the Lizardmen, and when I've won them afterwards, I've always thought, damn, I really wish I was recording that. Just to show all the naysayers that there is strength within these fingertips. There is skill possessed here that people do not look for, or rather doubt, which happens often. Disappointingly, though, how do we know who is coming in from whom? I understand we're up against the smallest army in the middle. And then that one's probably the large reinforcing army. And... yes, so that one is the garrison of the city. That one is the small army that was in the city. And finally, from the top left, will be the main army. The gentleman. Ixtanarax, was it him that's coming in from that corner? Ah, if only. If only. Can we actually walk across that bridge? Because that would just be an absolute blessing to go and stand on that hill and tell them to come at me. I don't actually know if that bridge is passable. No, I don't think it is. It is purely for visuals. We could put them over there. No, that is out of bounds. Oh, right, and here we go then. The question that is always on my mind when I play Warhammer. Where should I put my army? Now, obviously, common sense would tell me to go in that corner, but then they will hide in these trees as they walk towards me, and then they'll just appear on top of us. Our archers will have no opportunity. If we come over here, those will be quite a way away, and we'll have to deal with them coming down out of those trees. And we want to set up in such a way that our cannon at least gets some shots off. Although, this particular type of cannon is very good against single targets, and not so good against large armies, unfortunately. I really want to go here, but I just don't think it's... I don't actually think it's a good place. But look at our cannons will be able to fire for days as the enemy comes down that hill. As soon as they come out of the forest, they're in range, and then bang, bang, bang. I think I am going to go here. To hell with it. So, we're going to have to watch out, though. We are going to get shot. Oh, unless they come straight at us. They might. We might get lucky. Let's put the cannon as far in the corner as we can. Oh, in fact, actually, we'll move the cannon when the time comes. Now, we can have some units in here, and I would suggest we put our ranged units in here. Ah, but then no, if the enemy also is in the trees, we won't know them until they're on top of us. Because then, obviously, we get the element of surprise, don't we? We get to peer out of the trees and shoot the enemy, but no. I think that's foolhardy. Go and stand on that hill. Oh, take those with you. You will go and stand there. Let's just have everyone come and stand over here for now, shall we? And then we'll worry about where you're all going to go in just a moment. Right, yes, the small army is coming in from over there, as expected. An army is coming in up there, and we just get the sight of them. And then the other one, obviously, right over in that corner. So, no, I don't think we do want to move the cannon in case we do want to change direction. Yeah, I'm not sure it's actually going to matter too much. They're only going to be able to target one army, so let's send them over into that corner. You'll be able to fire up that hill to your heart's content. I don't think there was any cavalry coming, so our spear unit is not really of any use. So we'll worry about what to do with that in a moment. Now, the lizard people, the lizardmen, the beast folk, the abominations, as we shall call them, I believe they have some form of aquatic advantage. Let's put you over there. Now, archers. I'm going to use you as something of a sacrifice, so go and stand over there. The archers are incredibly cheap. They are, I think, our cheapest unit. They're certainly, in terms of upkeep, our cheapest unit. And so it makes absolute sense to use them as fodder. They are very easily replaced, because of course there are no unit caps in the later games. No longer is it, oh, I've only got one unit available, what should I do? You can train as many troops as you like, as long as you got the money for it. Alright, go and stand over there. Now, the main force is going to just appear from those trees. So, we're not going to get many shots on them, but that's alright. Marcus, go and stand over there. Right. When we see them, we'll move the troops forward. We'll try and just catch them outside of the tree line. That's the aim here. Of course, the entire enemy force is now hidden from us. So we wait. We wait. The bulk of their army is going through the trees. Not to be unexpected. My hidden unit is revealed. Didn't even know I had a hidden unit. Ah, the first cannon blasts are away. And we killed one lizard. One pitiful little lizard fell. At least target that one. Ah, right, the enemy comes. The enemy comes. The enemy comes. Pause. Right, you three. Run yourselves a little bit further down the hill. You two. Move a little bit further in. Archers, you're going to go up top the hill there. Crest the hill, as they say. Are you folks moving in? Yes, you are. Alright, so you guys come around here. You can stay where you are at the moment and keep the pikes with you here. Into positions. Marcus. Fire! Get at least one good shot on him. Go on. Yeah, maybe. Possibly. Outriders. Give me some grenade blasts on these fools. There they go. Damn, protected by the trees. Damn, damn, damn. Blast, damn, blast, and damn, and blast. And blast a few more times as well. Hail of our arrow fire is... I have set myself up in absolutely the worst position. Our archers are going to get no kills here. But then we'll get kills as they come out of the trees like that. No. Just fire, just fire, just fire. Go on. Gear blast. That unit's already deciding to go away. We are... Oh, there's only got 1,000 more than us. Ah, and here they come. Alright, you two should be... No, they're not hidden at all. Look. Curl around. Gain some... well, prepare yourselves. They've not taken the bait of our archers, which is a shame, isn't it? Also, you're shooting... You're throwing your grenades at your own men. Are you mad? I should have just lined up in that gap there, shouldn't I, actually? That was foolish. Keep up the fire, keep up the fire, keep up the fire. Sigmar calls, and we answer. Outriders. Swordsman, now is the time. Archers. There is some... You are going to be fodder, but there's no point to get you massacred. Pull the cavalry back up to the top of this hill. Swordsmen are moving in. No, you're going to need to go further back. Move them back. Team 2. Pull back. And team... Oh, I didn't set you as team 1, did I? There you go. You're a team in your own right now. Go, 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 go. Meet our enemy here. You fire on those skirmishers. Get some good shots in there. Nice. Our line is beset. All of you, targets change. Hit that army over there. Just fire into those masses. Cavalry, we're going to go on a nice jaunt. There we are, because I can't get you out. We need to punch out with the cavalry and get them to attacking the enemy back. Oh, look, they're wavering over there. Cannons, shoot into that mass. Ah, oh, look, perfect firing arcs. Give them all you have, lads. Franz watches. Our actions are judged, and we will rue this day if we do not achieve victory here. Archers, move yourselves a bit. Well, move into sort of that position there. Get the cavalry to go there, because those grenades are damned useful against these hordes.
Yes, General. Yes, sir, quickly.
You fellows, punch through. Come on now.
We are Sigmar's heirs. Outriders.
No, actually, you might be better served if you punch through there. Yeah, go on, go on. You didn't gallop. You sort of just slowly walked. But that'll do. They're not going to stand in the way of you. Go on, get yourselves out. Get yourselves out.
Yes, General. Get them.
Fire on them. The enemy numbers come down. Our lines hold. Targets change. Hit these fools. Sorry, I've said fools so many times. I hate Lizardmen. I absolutely hate Lizardmen. I can't believe people actually enjoy playing as these. It's almost as bad as playing as the undead. People actually play as the undead. According to a few forums that I have read, good nations are still wildly more popular than bad nations, and the High Elves and the Empire are played more than any other faction, apparently. Independent verification of that statistic has not been made. You are firing, right? Don't they have a general? Where's the general? I don't actually know. But they are getting massacred, aren't they? And the cannon fire continues. Oh, don't you just love siege cannon? Every blast is a very dagger to the heart of the Lizardmen nation. They will never forget the Empire. War wagons, hit them again. Swordmen, curl in. We're going to need support on our left-hand side. I actually have considerably more trouble dealing with Skaven than I do Lizardmen. I find Lizardmen quite easy to kill, to be honest. It's a very simple case of getting lots and lots of melee infantry, and so trying to avoid things like spearmen and pikemen, who in earlier versions of Total War games, of course, are absolutely formidable. Pikemen are incredibly good in earlier Total War games.
Take the ground! Take position!
Try and avoid running into your own troops. Outriders, do you still have fire? Yes. Keep it up. The numbers are now that we have number parity, it's absolutely going to come to a close.
State troops ready! At speed!
I don't really want to not cover them though. Oh, come on, get out. You're rubbish in melee. Your only use is to charge.
Take the ground!
Where are those archers? Speaking of units that are rubbish in melee, let's get the archers in. Cannons, you have new targets. No, you don't. Him. Wolfheart. I want him gone. Red-crested skink chief. Is he going to survive? Did Marcus do the thing? He did, and I think he missed. Cannons. Cease. Go for that unit there.
Weapons at the ready!
Have you guys run out of arrows? Yes, you have. Pull out.
Formation, march!
Oh, you guys are miles away. I kept you out of the action.
Formation, march! Quickly! Take the ground!
Oh, and I didn't actually flank them. That was what I was going to go with them.
Get them!
Go and get those out of the game. Most of them are routing. They do tend to have a Warhammer certainly has. The enemy units just never die. They just fight for bloody ages. It takes a lot to then eventually break them, but they are going now. It is over. Yes! Victory is ours. Cannons, target that. Marcus, target that. Outriders, get yourselves out there. Speed it up. Oh, come on. Please kill him. Nah, it's not going to be doing. Nothing doing. End it. Close victory, apparently. Close only. We lost 755. And they lost 267, 1,090, 646. And the top kills, unsurprisingly, owing to my absolute master placement, goes to the grenade-launching Outriders, who took 458 of the enemy down. The cannon close second at 369. So remember at the beginning when I mentioned that the cannon's not very good against troops? Well, ignore everything I said, because actually it's a demon.
I've no time for human baggage.
But we shan't kill anything. Nah, the other way around. We shan't let anything live.
Make this worth my while, or you
Oh.
will not leave.
Are you just telling me you're going to war with me? Ah, I'll take peace with you, yeah, sure. Is that the orcs? It is, isn't it? Ah, here we are. Depending on if we get certain favour with various elector counts back in the Empire, it gives us increased bonuses, like extra troops available when the supply lines drop, or just more money. Sometimes they just give you 5,000 gold. It's very helpful. Personally, because I'm very interested in getting Kalara, we're going to heighten the tensions, we're going to get favour with Talabecland, and we shall search for the ship for whatever this actually is. I don't read very many of them, I have to say. Kalara joins the expedition. Your activities in Lustria gained more than just the attention of angry locals. One day, as the expedition marched through the jungle following another successful offensive, you were suddenly threatened by a hooded figure standing in the trees above the jungle trail. After you introduced yourself as the Huntsmarshal, the Emperor's chief scout, she descended and revealed herself to be a former waystalker of Athelloren, a wood elf huntress named Kalara. Around her neck hung a Bastiladon tooth, and it was clear from her appearance that she was a weathered warrior of the jungle. Kalara asked you if you might help her track one particular beast she has been pursuing in Lustria, and not being one to turn down a hunt, you agreed, but only in return for lending her skills to your expedition. Kalara is basically a slightly...
Lady of the Glade.
an interesting and similar version to him, basically, to Marcus Wolfheart. She is a single-shot beast. She's an archer, and if we can get the camera to turn around, we'll join her with the army.
Kill to protect.
We get money when we do various things as well. The game always helps you out a little bit. But there she is. Would you like to see what she has?
Loyal or not,
At the moment, nothing. I wonder if we can give her anything, actually. Ah, wound recovery. That's always helpful for heroes. And ambush. Yeah, go on. So Kalara has very few abilities in relation to Marcus. I can't actually move that left or right. That is everything she has. So with the 2 skill points per level, we'll absolutely be able to max her out with things that are important.
kill to protect.
Whereas Marcus, of course, has a huge array of skills. And again, I don't know which ones are from the game and which ones are from the mod.
Let's get this done.
Do we want to sack and then take?
Spoils
No,
for
we'll
the
just
Empire.
occupy. Our hostility has increased again. As the hostility increases, the turns until Imperial supplies become available reduces. And so it's a big payoff. The enemy gets stronger, they get more bloodthirsty, they come for you more frequently. Oh, my caps lock is on. But you draw closer and closer to getting your elite units. And after a certain amount of time, the supplies actually increase significantly in quality. And you'll end up getting demogryph knights or steam tanks, for example, instead of the battle cannon or whatever it's called. Cannon, I'm not really sure. Now, I very much favour with Wolfheart making him an army leader rather than an individual slayer. Now, I go for those ones eventually, the upper ones. But at the beginning, I think it's useful to have him act as more of as a army leader, as I say. So getting the leader of renown reduces the costs of training troops and increases the experience of the troops he does have. And if we go further along as well, we get quartermaster and logistician, which gives our casualty replenishment a boost again, and the upkeep is reduced, which is huge. This campaign's difficulty for me personally, maybe not for others, but for me, comes in the money side of things. It's damned near impossible to earn good money, despite the fact that apparently we're in this wealthy gold-infested jungle. I don't often see the... I don't see much of that gold myself. One mod that does come to mind that I know that I've got is one that allows you to see all of the regions you occupy. I'm interested, I don't really know why CA took this away. In Medieval 2, you have to build watchtowers to gain sight range over your own provinces. Everybody knows this. In Divide and Conquer, for example, we pre-build watchtowers for certain factions, other factions we don't. But then in every other Total War game since, until this one, you automatically got sight range as soon as you owned the province. For some reason, that isn't the case in Warhammer. They decided not to do that. And are we gonna? We're not gonna run out of money, are we? Oh no, New Altdorf is about to rebel. Oh, Marcus. What's the garrison in Altdorf? Yeah, not too bad. It could be better.
Only the dedicated.
We'll need to kill off the rebels, though. But we aren't in any great rush. This place will rebel against us almost certainly. Wolf's Hill does not enjoy our presence here, and the Wolf's Point and Wolf's Ridge. I called it Cliff earlier, didn't I? Sorry, no, I called it Wolf's Ridge. They're obviously held by the Orcs, so we won't be able to... This province won't like us till we can unite it. And we need to go and kill these rebels now. I mean, what are you rebelling against? What do you think is going to happen if you don't have the leadership of a great Huntsmarshal such as Marcus Wolfheart? Fools. Yeah, they damaged our buildings. But it's absolute... They cost nothing to repair, so we might as well.
Marcus Wolfheart.
Right, keep moving in, but make sure you keep in camping so that we...
Covering ground.
Will you be able to get there on the next step? No, go another stage. Yes. You need to have... How much do you have to have left of your movement? Oh, 25%. Maybe one more?
Ground.
Yes. If you encamp, you retrain faster, you see. You replenish quicker, so... We've got to get in there. Are you now lowering the... No, our corruption is still dropping.
Show me the accused.
This guy needs to get better. 50% chance of blocking the army. Go on, then give it a go.
I trust.
Yes! And with that success... Ah, you can get public order. Yes, please. Where's the bailiff? No, is it only for Marcus? Oh, that's annoying. I don't really want Marcus to have public order. Yeah, it's only for him. Are you not able to swap those around? Can you not move those? Anyway, this man can now assassinate and cleanse corruption. And the next two, unfortunately, are locked till we get to rank 5. But cleansing corruption is what we're here for. We really don't want... I just hate corruption. It's something that really bothers me. It offends my desire to bring order to the chaos. Quite literally. But I don't like having things like that out of my control, you know. So I do tend to get witch hunters and just sort of leave them there. Just to reduce the corruption. And unfortunately, just merely bordering the undead causes problems. Oh, we get a charge bonus across our army.
Marcus Wolfhart. Okay.
We are unfortunately about to slay our own kin. Very disappointing. And Kurt Hall, the chef, is coming against us. Ah, Kalara, you've improved. Arrows and eyes, please. Thank you. Are the orcs coming for us yet? We need to attack the orcs fairly early doors, to be honest, until they snowball. Either that or try and use them as a buffer between us and the great sun lizards. Hexwatl. Anyway, this fool is to die. Oh, what does that 128 mean? Is that how much he's taking from me a turn?
Ready yourselves.
Oh, look, that's so in our favour. I don't like fighting ones that are a definite win. You already fight so many battles in this game. I don't think it's worth fighting ones that are a surefire win. Especially, as I say, when units rarely die and everyone auto-replenishes anyway. We want... Take that one. And that one, please.
Seek out the heretics.
Go and stand in Franz.
Marcus Wolfhart.
Does it like us? It's going up by 3, but that's only because our army is here. Now, I see we probably should swap it back to hosting a Festag. And get yourself back down to the southern side of our realm. On our eastern border at the moment, if you look at the map in the top right-hand corner, you will note that we border a sort of light blue, a teal colour. And that is another Lizardmen nation. But again, in my experience, they are not long for this world. They are Clan Zlanhuepek? How would you say an X at the start of a word? Or possibly Clanhuepek. I don't know. Anyway, they are Lizardmen and they will get killed by the Vampire Coast. We might as well nip in and take what the orcs have available to us. But we need to... Oh, we're only 2 turns away from really having a full army, so we'll keep up with that. But as I say, fortunately, the turn times tick by relatively swiftly in the Vortex campaign, and it does not suffer from the minute and a half that it does in Mortal Empires. Even on my computer, which is very, very, very well suited to playing this game. And I hope, to be honest... Oh, do we want growth? Growth and public order. And the change is minor. I'll definitely take public order and growth over that.
Unflinching.
I'm hoping that the quality of this video is rather high. I've been watching a few Warhammer channels recently, watching guides and things like that. And the one thing I noticed is that all of them sort of max out the quality around either 1080 or even lower. And there's a noticeable blur to the games. And if I'm anything, it is a perfectionist. And... see, yes, look, Talabekland has sent 5,000 gold coins to us. You beauties, which is useful because we make no money a turn. Now for her, however, I think she's very useful as simply a slayer of the enemies. So, getting her to have arrows and the like.
Every last beast.
But anyway, let's do it. Let's kill these fools. No one is here to help you, you orc scum. You'll die by my hand. We don't really need the money. And...
The Emperor claims
so we'll just take it. Our hostility is increased again, meaning that it does affect any nation, not just Lizardmen. If we attack anyone, we will increase our hostility. Now, the orcs are very much like the Lizardmen, except they, unfortunately, are strong. So they favour numbers, overwhelming numbers, but they have the benefit of actually being able to kill you, whereas the Lizardmen just seem like target practice, to be honest. But the orcs don't. They actually do well. And we will have to muster great strength to bring down this particular band. I'm not going to recruit a lord. Slanks is there. Ah, we've got our state issued armor. Our infantry just got an awful lot stronger. And now we'll increase their attack. Infantry seem to be very, very important in this campaign against both lizardmen and orcs. So I often favour trying to max out the infantry first, to be honest. We don't fight much Chaos, Norsca or Beastmen, so that's not worth it. We possibly fight some elves. Ah, now that one's good. Counts and coast. We fight against the coast, and we fight against a lot of undead, so... Purge of the Fell might be useful. We fight against all of those, so Purge of the Foul would probably actually be even more useful. We're not bothered about that because we don't... The Empire, Kislev and Southern Realms don't exist in this game. In this campaign. In fact, that is the only one of use. So I'm going to go for that. Get that in while we've got the money for it. And we're going to upgrade Franz first because it gets attacked so much more. I know the Dreadfleet hasn't come yet, but trust me, they'll come. They'll send their walking shambles after us and their bloated beasts. And we'll send them packing. We'll send them packing. Just wait. The undead. Fear is the undead's weapon. And when you're able to master your fear against them, you find that they are nothing but shambolic walking pieces of bone held loosely together. And they fall very easily when the time is needed. Ah, he's moved on Wolf Hill. Now, we could get back to Tlankscloud before he could take... Or when he takes Wolf Hill. But I don't want to have a game of back and forth. But at the moment, his army is weak. And... we could always destroy our barracks. Ah, it takes a turn, doesn't it? Damn, and blast him down. First of all, let's get rid of this stupid name. Wolf's Point. This whole region is being renamed to Wolf something. You can't actually rename the region, which is disappointing. Or the province, sorry. Province is all of them, region is some of them. Right, yeah, we're going to go for Tlangsla. Ah, there's the region, Spectazuma. We just got 2,000 gold for simply walking into that area. Very helpful when Franz upgrades. Now go for your improved weapons. We're stronger against the orcs than we were before. And we're going to have to fight them in a moment. But if that army on the right of the screen, this fellow... oh, it's so nice to have the cursor back. If he actually goes for Wolf's Hill, hopefully he'll try and siege it out. He's got to wait at least one turn to get siege equipment. Oh, and the Skaven have come. Which gives us enough time to take... this one. Oh, it's such an easy victory, we're not even going to fight it.
With clout, comrades.
There's no point fighting when it's that much of a doddle.
The Huntsmarshal.
And we killed 3,000 and Imperial supplies, and we've already got advanced already. Oh, that's so good. Perfect timing as we go up against the orcs. Ah, but then the Demigryph Knights and the Reichsguard are so expensive. But I think that's going to be our best bet. 2 grenade launcher outriders would be really useful, actually. But the Hellstorm and the Cannon, they can be useful as in the battle we saw before, but they're really situational and they're so easily overcome by a speedy enemy unit. The War Wagon Mortars I do like, but I don't think I'm going to go War Machines. And I'm not bothered about infantry. I'd rather have... I'm going to go that one. I'm going for it. Oh, the Children of the Old Ones have been... spawned. We've reached the highest possible hostility level. There they are. Something I may not have mentioned. When you reach the highest possible hostility level, the Lizardmen spawn a full banner army here, just south of Wolf's Hill. And it comes for you specifically. Now, if we increase the... that gives a charge bonus to the Reichsguard. Or we can increase our archer damage. We've already increased our infantry as much as we can, unfortunately. Now that one increases the weapon strength of our demigryphs. Now we're going to go 1 on the pistol and 1 on the speed. But now we've got to actually get these units into our army. We can afford them. But what to replace them with? Swordmen, I think. You and you merge. You and you merge. Merge down the line. Keep merging. Oh, sorry, no. Missed the button. Keep merging. There we are, that's 1 space. The archers. We'll get rid of one of those archers. No, I like archers. Archers are useful. Spearmen, we don't really need you. One of you's not going to do anything, so we'll just get rid of you. And then there's only one. We'll get rid of 1 more swordman unit. See how many times he says his name? It's so annoying.
Marcus Wolfhard.
That was 4 times in about 5 seconds, if you're wondering. There we are, she's improved. And then 2 Reichsguard and a Demigriff. And we make money still.
Wolfhard.
Hey you! Griebit's bootlicker!
Can't.
I'm after you and I'll be coming down on yous before you know where you are. It's not going to do anything, but host a Festag. Alrighty. Let's see if he attacks us. I'm sure he will. Who wouldn't want to take Wolf's Hill? Very pleasant location, I'm understood to believe. It is a shame. The only problem with missing out on Mortal Empires is that it gives you so many more factions to trade with. Yeah, I'll peace treaty with you for 1,000 gold coins. Thank you. Creeping Jungle's about to rebel. Talabecland, we like Talabecland. We can't actually increase our relations anymore, so might as well just do that one. We are now losing money, but of course Wolf's Hill's being sieged. Let's go for a bit of a speed boost. The Orcs have the ability to go underneath obstacles, and that's how they've gotten to our capital so quickly. Oh, and we're also going to get a rebellion here, but it spawns near Wolf's Hill, so we don't need to worry about it at the moment. Ah, yes, and he's upgraded. Oh, I don't want Scavenge, that was the wrong thing. I meant Specialist. Ugh, damn. Yep, I know we're going to rebel. And there they are. The Tlaxcalan, the lizards are back. But they won't win. This is our territory now. The Empire's flag waves high on the hills and cliffs of Lustria. And the lizards will come to fear our banner. Port Franz is completed. I should like very much the tap room and also upgrade that if we've got the money. Yes, we have. Thank you very much. Oh, Wolf's Point can also upgrade. Do we want... I think Wolf's Hill's a better place to upgrade, to be honest. Oh, Tlanxla, that's not your name. Sorry. Dear, oh dear. We'll call you Wolf's Ridge. Now, I should spell it with a U because it's Marcus Wolfhart, but I prefer to spell it that way. Right, deal with those on the way through. They're nothing. Get some leadership for our army. We should retrain because we're in our own province. And to be honest, I don't think he's going to attack us. But what I am going to do is end this episode there. So I do hope you are still enjoying me playing this. As I say, I recorded this immediately after the first one, so I didn't actually see your comments. So many of you might have said, Galu, this is really boring, absolute garbage nonsense. And if that is the case, of course, I will just drop it. But I do hope that you have enjoyed it as much as I have enjoyed playing it and am enjoying playing it. I'm really liking this game. I've given it a second chance and I've actually learnt how to play it rather than just gone in blind and then moaned about how different it is. I regret heavily my first playthrough of this, and I'm thoroughly enjoying my retry, and I hope you are too. But until we speak again, dear friends, do be sure to check out the link in the description below to Gamesplanet, and Navarna den Perimad Melonin, and farewell.